All right, so the first test you guys are going to focus on, you're running the 20 or the 40-yard dash, or with some of the guys, you're actually going to run both of these. Really simple, really easy setup. You want to get the kids together first, huddle them all up, explain to them how you're actually going to run this. So you're going to want to tell the kids that what you're going to do is you're going to teach them stance before they actually go. They're going to have to set up into the stance, and on your go command is when they're going to take off. The guys timing the drill, the way that the timing works is the second the athlete moves, the watch starts. The second one body part hits the weight line, the watch will stop. All right, so the stance setup is really easy. You want to tell the athlete to walk up to the weight line. They're not actually allowed to go over the weight line. They actually have to start behind the weight line. So it doesn't matter what foot they put forward. To make it simple, especially for the younger guys, I would just tell them to put their left foot forward, which means their right hand is going to go down. All right, so they have to set up in between the two cones, and they're going to put their left foot forward. All right, you can tell the kids to bring their right knee down to the ground, put their right hand down just right before the white line, and then you're going to tell them to raise up. They're set, and on your go command, that's when they take off. So the second you scream go, the athlete then takes off, and they'll have to sprint past the 20-yard mark or the 40-yard mark. Alright, so the next drill is the Pro Agility 5-10-5, a 20-yard shuttle. It has a lot of different names in this drill. What you're going to instruct the athlete to do, stand over the white line. They have to have one foot on each side of the white line. It doesn't matter which hand touches the white line, but one of the two hands must start by touching the white line. So the athlete's going to bend down and touch the white line. You're going to instruct them to run 5 yards to their left, touch the white line with their outside hand. Run 10 yards to their right, touch the white line with the outside hand, and then run back through the middle as fast as they can. So when they're actually doing this drill, they're going to set up. All right, you're going to tell them to bend down, touch the white line. On your go command is when they're going to take off. All right, so they got to bend down, touch the white line. When you say go, you take off, they run, they touch the white line, they sprint, touch the white line, and then run through. The timing for it is very simple. The second the athlete moves, you start the watch. Once they run back through the center white line, the drill's over, that's when you're going to stop the watch. Alright, so this is the linear shuttle. Once again, this is a 20-yard drill. You're going to tell the athletes to use the same stance that they used in the 40. Alright, so what they're going to do is they're going to walk up, set left leg forward. Alright, right hand must touch the ground. They're not allowed to go past the white line. They have to touch right behind the white line. What they're doing in this drill is they're sprinting 5 yards forward. One of the 2 feet must touch the white line. They're backpedaling 5 yards backwards. Same thing, one of the 2 feet must touch this white line. Then they're sprinting through the far cone, so they're sprinting a full 10 yards. The timer is stationed down at the far cone. So the athlete's going to set up. Once again, on the coach's go command is when the drill will start. So the athlete will have to bring the knee down, set the hand, all right, bring their hips up. When the coach says go, they sprint up, touch the white line 1 or 2 feet, back pedal, touch the white line, and then sprint. Once they pass this white line, that's when the watch stops. So the watch starts on the athlete's first movement, and the watch stops when the athlete actually passes the white line. Once again, this is the linear shuttle. All right, so right here what we have is a broad jump. So you're going to need a tape measure laid down on the white line, extending out. Extend it out about 5 yards. No one will actually jump that far, but you just do it to make your lives easier. Really simple technique for this drill. When the athletes are setting up, their toes, the tape measure is just at the back of this white line. So the tape measure actually stops right here, so that's where the athlete's toes will start. They're going to bring their toes just touching the tip of the white line. All right, you want to instruct the athlete to squat down and then jump forward as far as possible. The athlete must stick the landing, meaning that they can't take a step after they land or hop. They actually have to land and stick the actual landing. The measurement goes off the back of the heel on this drill. So what we use is we use a wooden dowel to make sure we know exactly where they are. So I'll put this bad boy out here. All right, so what's going to happen is the athlete will walk up to the white line. All right, their toes just barely touch. Keep it really simple. You just tell them to squat and jump. You don't have to really try to go advanced with the technique on this. Very simplistic, basic, keep it easy for them. But they're gonna go squat down. All right, that's sticking the landing. And then what you would do is, the coach will take the dowel and he lines it up with the back heel. And whatever that number is, that's the number they get. If it's like right now, it's at 8 3/4, almost 8/4. Just round it up to 8/4, keep it really simple. If it's on the lower end, lower it. And that's really simple with the broad jump. Just keep it quick, simple, keep the athletes moving. You want to give them 2 chances for this test. All right, so this is a really simple box drill. It's just gonna test a couple different things. We're gonna test a sprint, then they're gonna shuffle, they're gonna backpedal, and then shuffle through the finish line. You do want to time this drill, but you're really trying to pay more attention to athleticism, how well they're actually transitioning from a sprint to a shuffle, a backpedal to a shuffle. All right, you want to see the athletes stay nice and tight to the cones. Most of them are going to get a little wide and a little sloppy with this. Really not that big of a deal, but you're trying to really measure their athleticism. On this drill, what we have our athletes do is we have them start out of a receiver style stance. So the athlete has to bring his toe up, just barely touching the white line, similar to the broad jump. Once again, on the coach's go call, that's when the athlete's going to take off. The second the athlete moves, that's when you want to start the watch. Once the athlete passes the start cone, that's when you're going to stop the watch. So just a real quick demo of the drill. The athlete sets up, coach screams out go, they sprint up, shuffle across, backpedal back, and then shuffle back through. And once they pass, once their first body part passes that cone, the watch will stop. Leave it at that. Alright, so right here we're just running a couple very basic hurdle drills. Alright, what we're looking to do on this, there is a 3-point rating system. If they hit the hurdles, automatically they get a 1. If they don't hit any hurdles, they get a 2. If they don't hit any hurdles and they're actually able to pick their knees up, and you see their knees driving up like this, that's what's going to rate a score of a 3. So what they're actually doing in this drill is, first time through, they run over every hurdle. It's just 1 foot over every hurdle, and then they sprint past the cone. So they would set up, they're here, all right, on the coach's go command, they're going to high knee over the hurdles, 1 foot over every hurdle, and then sprint. All right, you're going to run there's 3 total variations to this. So that was number 1, forward run, 1 foot over every hurdle. You're actually just looking to see what happens with their knees. All right, version number 2, same scoring system, nothing changed. They're going 2 feet sideways over every hurdle, then turn and sprint. Once again, a score of a 1. If they hit a hurdle, they automatically get a 1. If they don't hit any hurdles, they get a 2. If they don't hit any hurdles and they pick their knees up the entire time, they get a score of a 3. All right, they're always leading with the foot that's out in front. So I'm moving to my left, which means I'll be leading with my left foot. So the athlete will be going left, right, over every hurdle. All right, once they get past the last hurdle, they're going to turn and sprint past the cone. You're going to do this from both sides. So you're going to do it once facing, or once leading with their left foot. Then the second time, they'll turn and they'll lead with the right foot. So the 3 variations. Run over 1 foot every hurdle. 1 time, leading with their left foot. And then 1 time, leading with their right foot. All right, every time they have to sprint past the cone.